about a day after the operation, I was quite traumatized with all the pain that I was going through. I gradually went to sleep, and my impression is that I slept for most of the night. And then I saw myself. It was like there was two of me lying on the bed. I was looking at me lying on the bed. And I wasn't surprised to see myself, because it was something that I didn't know what was going to happen, but it wasn't a frightening thing that was happening to me. I remember moving away from the bed, from my body, from everything, and just going into this completely dark space, this void where I was completely alone. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm dying.
Ian? Ian? I think he's arrested. Okay.
Hi there, what's the problem?
2 days post-correctomy. Cardiac arrest. Arrested 2 days post-correctomy.
Right, so we got the output. Can I have 1 milligram of adrenaline, 3 of aspirin, please? Thanks very much.
I need some cricoid pressure when I use that. Okay.
Okay, adrenaline's going in. Okay, 200 joules, 200 and then 360.
Okay, Charles, stand back, 200. Okay, charging 200, left there.
Then I came back to the hospital bed where I was, at the point when the doctors and nurses were all standing around my bed. And it was like a space had been made for me to stand in there and watch. And they were doing the resuscitation process, and I just can remember thinking, why are you doing that? I'm not there anymore, I'm here. And I was just completely disinterested in what they were doing to my body that I'd left.
Yeah, it's waking up now.
The next thing I knew, I was screaming my head off, because I'd come back to this pain all of a sudden, the pain that I come back into. And I remember the first words I screamed was, just leave me alone. I don't want to be here.
Yeah, they're just outside actually, they just arrived, so we can go.
At the time, it was very, very real, because of what I was feeling. I was completely conscious of being me outside of everything. It was very, very real. Days later, obviously it didn't seem so real. You had to question whether it was a dream, whether it was just a figure of your imagination, until you started thinking this was real, this really did happen, because you forget your dreams, and this just wouldn't go away. So you had to say, well, this is real, this really did happen. I remember telling my parents about the experience I had, and I remember saying that I was worried because I didn't see a man standing at the end of a tunnel saying, it's not your turn, you've got to go back. And that's why I put my faith into question, because I thought, well, maybe, is there anything there? Maybe there isn't. And that bothered me, that I felt so alone. I needed to talk to somebody. I needed to get this out of my system, because it's, in a way, it's pushed me, but it's also held me back. And it's because you don't stop thinking about it. It's on your mind all the time. And so I thought by talking about it, I could kind of just purge myself of it and just leave what happened 5 years ago, just leave it where it belongs, and that's in the past. I'm not afraid of dying now, but it's not something that I want to happen to me again for a long, long time. When it does happen, then I'm ready. I know what's going to come. But I've got a life to lead here, and there's lots of things that I want to do here.